working with the calendar. So you may notice that my calendar is horizontal on my screen. Some of you may have yours vertical because um, Outlook updated to MS11, and with that, this functionality was on your left side. I didn't like mine like that, so what I did is I went to File, went to Options, Advanced, and under Outlook panes, I unchecked Show Apps in Outlook and I clicked OK. When I clicked OK, what happened is it required me to close Outlook for that functionality to take place. When I reopened, this is what I got. So this works for me. You might like yours on the left, up to you, but I've just given you a tip free. So we're going to go into calendar and we have our file, home, send or receive folder, view, help, and Acrobat. These are our tabs on the ribbon. If we go to send and receive, we see a send and receive group. We have a download group. We have preferences. Folder, we have new calendar. We can copy the calendar. We can add or share calendars. And this is where you can do some upgrading in the calendar properties. View, you can change how the calendar looks on your screen. You can have it to just preview. You can view settings and also adjust in here as well. In the arrangement group, it gives you the functionality to change it to one day, a work week, week, month, or you can schedule a view and time scale. You can say how much space for each um how it looks on your calendar. Right now mine is set to an hour. You can change the spacing. You can also change how the layout looks. Right now mine is minimized. You can do normal and it gives you the calendar by month here, but then you still have this optional schedule view over here. If I go to work week, you see we still have the options. You can close this down to give you more space on your screen. We have You can have the reading pane at the bottom as well. Right now I have mine to off. You have your folder pane normal and you have your to-do bar as well. So I'm going to go back to home. We're going to create a new appointment and I'm just going to say meeting new students. I want to meet them at 6 o'clock on the 16th. I'm going to change this in my calendar to remind me like 3 hours before. I'm going to mark it as busy in my calendar. I'm going to categorize it so I know it's and put high importance. And I also want to put it as private because I don't need anybody to know what I'm doing at that time. This in here, if you wanted to add somebody, invite attendees, you can use this function here, schedule assistant, to add attendees. You can add a room. You have auto pick, so it automatically requires whoever you're referred to in the body of the email. So I'm going to add myself, require me to be there. I could have said it was optional. And when I go across, I see both of us have nothing booked for that day. So go back to meetings. And in the body of the meeting, now I'm getting tired of typing. So I'm going to use the dictate function over here. Hello. Hello. This is a reminder to send an Outlook invitation to all of our students who are new to the course. Thank you. Well, you can see there is a bit of miscommunication happening there, but you have that option if you wanted to use voice activation to create a message. There's also a time tracker here and my templates. Again, we can create templates even for the calendar view. We can insert pictures or a signature if we wanted to. So we can attach a file to this. We can insert an Outlook item, business card, insert table, pictures, icons. We can even add links, etc. to your meeting. We can go to draw. We can format the text. So if you didn't like how this looked, which I really do not, so it's coming from my other Outlook account. That's all right. So we have that. And what I noticed with this one, you can also have it as a reoccurring option, or you can just delete the action because you decided I really don't want to. So you can cancel the invitation just as easily. Let's look at the people's page. I'm going to show you how to create a contact manually, how to import contacts, select email address to create contacts, and create a contact group from the home ribbon. So go to your navigation pane if that is horizontal, or if it's vertical, find people, double click to open it, and we are going to manually create a contact. So we go to the new group and go to new contact. In my case, I have many emails I'm working with, so just make sure you choose the email that you want to be on. New contact going, and start to input the data. Now, if you notice, as I am typing, the information is presented over here on what looks like a business card. You can also add in your email address. If your business has a telephone number, you can add that in as well. You can also add in your home number. If you wanted to add some notes to the contacts information, so say this is someone you met at a networking event, you could put in the networking event here. You can also go to insert and add their business card if you have it. You can add a signature in here. You can add a table, pictures. It's very similar to our main screen of what we can do. So go back to contact. And if you're happy with what you have so far, just save and close. So that's our first contact. We're going to create another contact. And with Sherry D, or he also works in the company. Okay, hers. And what else? Oh, her network admin assistant. Her number is 555-555. Oops. And now we have our second contact. I'm going to save that. Now, When we go over to communicate, you can create a meeting from in here, and we can look in our address book and choose who we want to add to this meeting. The title of the meeting is Test Environment, and we can send that off as well. Before that, we can request a response, request. We can allow them to change the time we proposed. We can put a reminder in here, say for 1 day, mark it as high importance. And if this is a recurring meeting between you and Sherry, on the we're on the meeting tab, go to options, go to recurrent, sorry. And this is weekly meeting, say weekly, and we have no end date. So every week for as long as she's working with you, you will have this meeting, and then you just hit send. I don't have a location, don't care right now, just hit send, and off that goes. If we look in our current view, we have it showing our list of people. You can show the business cards. You have the listed business card there, and here also is more functionality. We can show the list of them there. We can do a mail merge from inside Outlook. Those of you who are very good with Microsoft Word would recognize the functionality and the connectivity between the two suite options. We can share the contact, and again, we have our address book. And that is how we would do it manually. So if we wanted to, however, import the contact list, we will go to File, and where it says Open and Export, go down to Import, Export. We are going to import from another program or file, go next. Then CSV, the comma separated values, we go next. And you browse on your network, on your browse on your computer for where the file is that has those contacts. You click on it, it comes in, you go next, and you save. In this case, I'm just going to cancel because I don't have anything right now to complete that process. The other way you can also create a contact is, so let's say let's go back to our mail, and we're going to work with the email that we have here. Choose any email that you have, open up the email, go to the email address, right click. The dialog box opens up and you scroll down to add to Outlook contacts, and all of the information will automatically pop up for that company. If you know the name, you can also put it in and save. If you want to add to the favorites list, go back to the email, go back to the email address, and when you right click, go to add to favorites, and that is another way you can add to favorites. Or on the view tab, so let's close this view tab of mail, we want to go to the to-do bar in the layout group. We are going to choose people, and in here we can add them as our favorites. And that is how we work with the people's page: create a contact manually, to import contacts, to create contacts from email addresses, and to add people to the favorites. Working with the task tab or task page, which is on your navigation pane, either at the bottom of your page or to the left of your page. Tasks consist of a list of items you're tracking, and these items are stored in the task folder, where there is the option to create, manage, and edit tasks, not to be confused with your to-do list. which consists of all those items you want to follow up by setting flags. So now we're going to start by creating and editing a task. Go to your task page, open it up, and in the new group, we're going to create a new task. Mine is remember to take the clothes out of the dryer. And we'll have it put a start date. Let's choose tomorrow. And a reminder, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to change the priority to height because I really don't want to forget it. And I'm going to assign it to my daughter, and then I'm going to send that off. So that's okay. So because I'm no longer the owner, it automatically shuts off the reminder, but she will get it and she can address accordingly. Second task, I am going to put testing MS Outlook video recording. That today we are going to start that around, let's see, maybe at 10 o'clock. And I'm going to put this as a reoccurring weekly session with no end date, and say okay, and then save and close. And now you see we have 2 tasks in our list. We can create a new folder to put those tasks in. We can decide how we want to view it. We can either view it as a to-do list, we can view it as a simple list, or detailed. However works for you, you put it to suit you. Then in here we can have determine if we want to see what the message is. We have preview 1 line or 2 lines. I don't take it off. We can sort them. We can expand the columns. The reading pane, we can either have it to the left or the right, or the right or the bottom, sorry. And again, we have our reminder. So that, my friends, is how we work with our task pane. Now, creating a task using the to-do bar, we come over to the layout group, go to to-do bar, hit task, type a new task, enter button, and now you have a new task created. Hi, in this short tutorial, we're going to talk about using the Notes tab. So here with the 3 ellipses, just open it up to the navigation options, go to Notes, and notice we have a group called New. We have a delete group, we have a current view group, we have actions, tags, and find. So I'm going to create a new note right now. This one is recall all, that's my note, and I'm just going to close this. Then I'm going to create another note. This one here, we can delete if we wanted. We can also add a color to it. In this case, I'm just not going to put a short key, but I'm going to put it as orange. This is our icons here. What it looks like, we can change the view. So this is our notes list. Last 7 days, what we saw. We can move them to the inbox, or we can forward them as a part of an email. And that is how you take care of notes. Very simple. Notes are very simple. Once you have completed the note, you can just go in and right click and delete, or you can go up here and delete. Here you see you can send and receive. You can put them in a folder, create a new folder to put them into on the main screen. You can copy it, you can share your notes. Again, if you hit share and you put in who it's going to, that would also be a way to get that out to them. And we looked at the view. We can change the view, how it comes up on our screen. You can have it as normal, and then it just lists any other options that you have. there. All right. We can also add a reminder to this note to show, like, if you wanted to use it for another purpose. And that's it for our short video on notes. Look, thank you for watching. Bye.